Hey y'all, it's Hunter from Hunny Bees. Please watch this episode of me chopping it up with Mike from Dro TV. We're talking about honeybees, cannabis, and positive vibes. So let's get into it.
Welcome to My First Time, the show about your first time getting high on marijuana. I'm your host, Mike Freeman with Dro TV. Today, I'd like to welcome our guest, Hunter from Hunny Bees. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. You
Good.
can find more of Hunter and Honeybees Lifted Lifestyle on Instagram at honeybees, 2 underscores. So we'll have all the links down below. Hunter, thanks again for joining us today. Let everybody know where you are located and a little bit about how you got into honeybees.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me today. First of all, I appreciate that. Also, we're located in Orlando, Florida. So anyone here locally in the area can check us out. Um, we kind of got started about 2 years ago with this, just kind of as an idea, sitting out on the back porch smoking. We were like, what can we do? And I'm like, yeah, I love to cook. And my sister's like, I love to smoke. And we're like, okay, let's do it. So we're actually not even from here. We're from Kentucky. So we moved here, didn't know anybody, started it, and here we are. So 2 years later, it's been awesome.
Wow. So did the idea come about in Kentucky or was it here in Orlando?
It was here in Orlando. So we were already here.
Okay.
It was right, I would say, when quarantine kind of first started and
Okay.
everybody was locked in the house and
Yeah.
we were just bored. We were like, what are we going to do? Let's find something. And it was just a way for us to hang out also. But I've always loved cooking and she's always loved weed and I love weed. So we just put it together.
No, it's awesome. We've been following your page for a while, and you guys certainly, bring positivity to all the posts you do. And I mean, who doesn't enjoy some baked goods in general, let alone, cannabis infused? So, um,
Right.
what you guys are doing is awesome. And I definitely want to speak more on that, but the show is My First Time, Hunter. So please indulge us in the first time you got high.
Okay. So the first time I ever had marijuana, I was probably about 15.
Okay.
Uh, the story I'm about to tell is completely, if you were to ask people in my life, they probably don't even know this. Okay.
Okay.
Um, but the first time I ever smoked, I actually threw a party at my house when my parents went out of town.
Okay.
And some people came over, they brought drinks, they brought weed. And the whole time, because again, this was kind of out of my character, I was so nervous that I just sat at the front of the house near the front door. And one of the guys was like, Hunter, you need to relax. Come smoke. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, come on. So I go out there. They had made a bong somehow out of like a S drain that's underneath the kitchen sink.
Okay.
And so I took a big rip off of that, coughed my brains out,
Mhm.
and then I can say I did relax. The rest of the time, I remember just enjoying the party and everything like that, and we didn't get caught. So, so that was, yeah, that was my first time that I can remember. Yeah, I was about 15.
So taking a bong rip from what it sounds like, you definitely got high the first time.
Right, I
Okay.
definitely did.
All
I
right.
don't remember feeling like overly paranoid or anything like that. I more so just felt more relaxed, but I definitely didn't smoke as much as them. After I coughed my brains out, I was like, I'm good with that.
Nice.
Mhm.
And you make edibles, so you must have a first time edible story as well.
I do. So let me think. The first time I actually tried an edible was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I smoked kind of, if I was out with friends that did or something, but I definitely wasn't consuming like I do daily like now. Um, so we somehow got an edible. It was 100 milligram gummy bear. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I went home, turned on some Netflix. I ate the foot off of it, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. I just need to eat the whole thing. So I did,
I like where
and
this
I
is
just melted into
going.
the bed. And I was like, this is where it ends. This is where it ends right here at this very moment off an edible. I cannot believe this, but I felt like I couldn't move. And I was just like, I'm never doing that again. And then eventually we started making our own and learned more about the process and learned about, more about dosing and, how people don't have to take 100 milligrams to, really feel it. And so I took that experience to heart, definitely. And I was like, I don't want people to feel that
Sure.
when they try Honey Bees. But that was my first time.
Okay. How big was this gummy bear? It was 100 milligrams.
It was probably like this big.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I was like, I probably shouldn't. I was thinking in my head, this looks like more than just a one time eat it, but I wasn't feeling it. But I didn't know at the time that I needed to wait. So when I felt it for sure.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound that practical to like eat half or a quarter of a gummy bear and leave it and come back like, you know,
Right,
that doesn't sound very appealing,
right. I want to eat the gummy bear.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're not gonna like eat it and share it or, so but anyways,
Exactly
do
right.
you guys make gummy bears and how do your gummy bears compare?
So we don't make gummy bears. We do make gummies. So we make gummy worms. We make like
Okay.
little lifesaver gummies. Um, our gummies are microdose gummies, so they are usually about 2 to 3 milligrams, and
Okay.
that way you can really control the dosage. We do have people that purchase our gummies that don't smoke, and also older people as well. And so they just want a nice relief from whatever, they're feeling, or maybe they just want to have a good time. Okay. But they still like to be able to control how much they consume without feeling like they have to, only eat half of something and save it. They can just eat a gummy or two and be okay.
Cool. I like the microdosing aspect of it because my girl, she takes 10 milligrams and she's like whacked out. And then, I'll take like 50 to 100 milligrams and I'm pretty chill. So she doesn't smoke. She's not a consumer. She'll take some for migraines or pain, and 5 to 10 milligrams is like her, tolerance level. So yeah, like you said, 2, 3 milligrams, it's a lot easier to dose that way. And um, so you guys make cookies and all kinds of stuff. So what's like the strongest thing you make and how many, like what's your milligram limit, I guess, your dose limit?
Um, I wouldn't say we really have a dose limit. I think our main goal is just to make number one, they got to taste good.
Mhm.
Okay. I've had some edibles, and yeah, I mean, I like to smoke weed, but I don't really want to eat it. So, I want something that tastes good and also something that I could enjoy the whole thing and maybe not be too far gone as well, because, that's not everybody's goal. It is some people's goal. So I would say our strongest treat that we make would be like our brookies. So it's like a brownie on bottom and a cookie on top, chocolate chip cookie, and we infuse both of the batters. So those usually end up being around 70 milligrams each. Um, but definitely, if we have like custom orders and stuff like that, then we, based off of whatever the customer wants. But just generally, what we sell, we try to go lower on the scale so people can eat two brownies if you want, or, just one. But we definitely just want our main goal is for people to enjoy whatever they're eating. So
Sure.
most of our, good reviews that people talk about, they're like, wow, this just tastes like a regular cookie. And I'm like, yeah, because 20 milligrams, so you don't have to put as much in it, and it still will get you the relief that you want.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Now, do you have a culinary background or are you self-taught?
Self-taught, definitely. Family taught. So, we run this business together, my sister and I, and our mom, grandma, our whole family. That's just one thing that we do. We all get together and we cook. And that's anytime, we go home and visit, the first question is, okay, what do y'all want to eat when y'all get here? Because we know there's going to be a spread. So, food has just always been how we show love to people. And that's just what we do. We just cook with love, do recipes that we've done forever, do new recipes, and I think people can really taste our authenticity, our positivity, the good vibes and the love and what we make. I really do.
Awesome. Well, one thing your page does for sure is it makes people hungry. So, uh, at the very least, you can say that you're feeding people through, visual imagery, I guess, right? So,
Yes.
uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, one day we plan to be on all the shelves. So we'll feed your eyes, your belly, your mind, everything. Honeybees got you.
Awesome. So
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, does she like look over your shoulder and go, that's too much sugar? Or is she like the taste tester and I mean,
She definitely is the main taste tester.
okay.
Um, but she also, I feel like the progression of our business has really been also with our personal growth too, because she was not a cooker or cook. She was not a baker. She likes to eat, so when the family's in the kitchen, she'll be trying it, but she wasn't like the cook. But now she's like, oh, look at this recipe. And she's recreating cookies. She's the cookies queen. So if you
Okay.
see those bomb cookies on our page, just know Taylor made those. And I was probably standing over her shoulder trying to get a taste.
Okay. So she's chefing it up too. Cause when you said the idea came, you were the cook, she was the weed smoker. Okay.
Yeah,
So she's
and
coming
that's
to her own.
definitely right. That's definitely how it started. But she's definitely coming to her own, and she bakes, and we very much do all of it together now.
Awesome. Yeah. Clearly you guys are close. Just you look at your Instagram page, you guys are off doing all kinds of fun stuff together. Um, any upcoming festivals, places that people can find you, or events that you guys might be at that we can come meet you as well?
Yeah, I don't know. We are definitely going to Dab Day up in Jacksonville.
Okay.
We'll be up there. We're super excited to go. It's Halloween themed, so we're already trying to pick out our costumes right now. But definitely check out our Instagram, Hunny Bees, and it's HUNNY, Honeybees __, and we'll tell you where we're at. We're always like, come meet us. Come meet up
Awesome.
with us. Very soon, we're also going to be collaborating with someone very close to us, Latanya Vibe. She's going to be hosting a community service event, and we're going to be feeding like over 150 people. So we're really excited about that. That's coming up September 22nd, I believe. So
Okay.
we're just, in relationship to the cannabis game and to the community, I would say that we're new here, but we're definitely loving everybody that we've met so far. Everybody's just been so welcoming, and that's where from Kentucky, being from the South, that's how it is. And so it's so nice to be able to finally like meet a community of people that really embrace that and embrace us. We love it here, and we're so happy about how far we've come in just this amount of time. It's been amazing.
Hey everybody, I want to quickly mention Food Forest Abundance. Food Forest Abundance is a great way to create your own self sustaining food forest and naturally occurring ecosystem that's commonly found in nature, but designed specifically for you. Through multiple layers of trees, shrubs, herbs, vines, rhizomes, mushrooms, and perennial vegetables, you can become your own supply chain without the typical maintenance required of a garden. From small spaces to large areas, both urban and suburban, Food Forest Abundance wants us to get back to our roots in nature by engaging with our food production in a meaningful way. For more information, click on the link in the description below and start your journey today. Okay, let's get back to today's episode.
That's great. How long have you been in Florida? Orlando, I guess.
So we've lived in Florida for about 3 years
Okay.
now. I moved down here originally for a job, and then, you know, once quarantine hit, it was just like, what do we do? And then we just honeybees is what we do now. So, but yeah, we've been here for about 3 years, and since everything has happened with honeybees and us meeting so many people, we love it here. So we definitely see ourselves being here and being a part of the community.
That's awesome. That's good to hear because, excuse me, I've been here about 3 years myself, and my buddy that kind of motivated me to do something like this, he was big in Cali, did work with like Snoop Dogg and Damian Marley. And then I'm from Massachusetts. He moved back right as I was about to move down here. And I said, how can I be you in Orlando? And he said, community, start networking and reaching out to people. And so that was 3 years ago, and I could never figure out what to do. And then a buddy of mine gave me the idea for this show. Drunkenly called me one night. And so I said, it was kind of like another idea. And I said, I think I can make a show out of that. So,
Right.
so this is, my way of, building a network and communicating, and hopefully this community that we're all involved in just continues to grow. I'm hoping, rec legalization happens soon, and
Yes.
more of laws, silly as it sounds, towards a plant, they go in our favor and not in the favor of the government or big business. But
Yeah.
I always say I just keep doing what I'm doing anyway. If I'm not hurting anybody, then I don't think there's anything wrong with buying my stuff on the black market from my buddy, because, I don't have a medical card, and now the limits are lowered. And
Hmm.
so there's still a lot of work to be done, but like yourself and what you're doing with Latanya and your sister, out there in the community. So what's one of the most, what am I saying? What is the best product you have? The most feedback you get, like, oh, these cookies are awesome, or the
I gotta say the
crowd
strawberry crunch.
favorite, I guess.
I gotta say the strawberry crunch cake balls.
Okay.
They just came to us. Okay, we had never really heard about this strawberry crunch phenomena, but people in Florida seem to love it. So I'm like, we got to try something like this. And cake balls are our most popular item, and they're pretty much what people know us for. So we tried it and we tasted it, and I was like, sister, this one's it. So we actually debuted those at Stoner Girl Tay. She has Stoner Girl U. We debuted those at her birthday party, and the feedback from those were just like everybody was like, yes. So now people ask us for those. At the Stoner Girl table, sometimes she'll sell those at her events, and so people will be asking for those from seeing them there and coming to us. So that's definitely like what really people know us for, I feel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's some of your future goals and ambitions? I know you said you want to be on as many shelves as possible. Any new line of products or edibles that you're working on? You tweaking anything?
Yeah, so we always welcome and accept feedback for our treats. Our goal is really to have everything be the best version of what we can make it. So if somebody's like, listen, I didn't like this aspect of it or whatever, we definitely take that into account and try to, of course, stay true to ourselves, but we definitely want to make sure that we're producing things that people want. So we do want to be in, of course, dispensaries eventually, but our main goal really is to open like a cafe or a lounge where we can create an entire experience for people to come and not just eat, but to hang out in a place to, really have that community setting in person as well. Because I know, and it's definitely been COVID and things like that too, that has been everyone online. But we really love going to the events and just seeing everybody, that we always see online and everything in person. And it really just kind of brings everything full circle. So I think that we want to, as a brand, just encap capture all of that into one place and have our own place where people can come.
Fantastic. I love that idea. Your energy is certainly magnetic, because when I've seen you guys post or watch you guys, clearly you two sisters love each other and are great friends, and it shows in all your posts, and
Definitely.
it resonates. It you know Positive vibes, that's what you spread. And so I'm definitely hoping to meet you guys someday soon. We're going to be at Cannabis in Mount Dora in November. You guys,
Cool.
any plans to head out that way?
Yeah, we've had a lot of people, like a lot of people that we know were vending there.
Okay.
So we're definitely considering going to that one. I think that we probably will. So definitely, if we're out there, we have to meet in person. That'd be awesome. Because that is a really big event. I know that they were telling us about. This is really our first year going to events, and I mean, I would say at the beginning of this year, is when we really went to our first event. And so we're kind of finding out about them as they happen. But
Sure.
any of them that we can go to that are in a good distance, we definitely like to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, Mount Dora is probably a half hour from Orlando, so
Right.
it's not too far. We're going to be set up. We have a booth. We're going to be doing interviews and all kinds of cool stuff. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully, if you guys make it, you can stop by the booth. We can get some pictures, maybe a quick little interview or something, a little
Of
quick free
course.
promo for Hunny Bees. Um, so uh,
Of course.
that would be awesome. I want to, you know, get some of your positive vibes in person, because you guys are like, I mean, it might sound cheesy to feel inspirational or whatever, but there's a lot of people online, especially in the Canna fam, right? And we're watching all kinds of people do dabs and smoke this, and life looks great, and and that's fine. But watching you and your sister, like, you guys have so much fun together, um, it's infectious. So uh, keep doing what you guys are doing. It's awesome. Like I said, hopefully we meet soon, but also I got to try some food. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Let
we'll,
us know. And yeah, and thank you for saying that about us too, because we really want people to like get that we are like this is real. Like cannabis is a part of our life. So yeah, we do smoke and we eat edibles, but then when we do that, we go and we spread the vibes and the positivity, because I really feel like that's what it's all about. That is the role that cannabis has really played in my life, has just brought me community, positivity, and if I can be that in the world and spread that, that's what we're here for. So thank you for saying that.
you're welcome. Well, it just shines through in everything you guys do. So uh, it's not always said. Sometimes things need to be said for people to hear it and say, okay, what I'm doing is the right thing. So
Right.
I'm sure you've heard it before, but I'm glad to be able to say it again. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
you're welcome. Uh, well, Hunter, it's been awesome speaking with you. I, like I said, I'm sure we'll talk again soon. Let
Yes.
everybody know the best place that they can find honeybees.
Yes. So if you want to find us, check us out on Instagram at honeybees, HUNNYBEES underscore underscore. And connect with us there. DM us if you have any questions about anything. We're always there. And definitely stay a look, keep a lookout on where we're going to be, because we would love to meet you, Mike, and everybody else watching this at some future events. So Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And definitely go down and follow, and make sure you're tuned in to what's going on. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go down and hit the like button and subscribe to Dro
Yay.
TV. Leave a comment with your favorite cannabis infused baked goodie. If the strawberry crunch, my girl loves strawberries, so maybe that's something we gotta try. The most popular product, I think
Yes.
that's where we're heading. So thank you to everybody that was tuned in today. Hunter, thanks again. And
Thank you.
ladies of Hunny Bees, we're going to see you guys soon. That's it for today. As always, smoke them if you got them.
Have a good one, y'all.
What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, smoke them if you got them.